Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Daily Glow. So, I'm going to get straight into it. And the Daily Glow of today is what you choose to focus on. I know many of us have heard the saying before, is your glass half empty or half full? The people who can view their glass as half full are people that we would call optimistic. The people who see the glass as somebody drunk my water out my glass are pessimistic people. The easiest way to understand this is you pretty much are what you choose to focus on. And in counseling, I tell people all the time, you are what you put out. If you're a naturally optimistic or positive person, it's not negating from the fact that things don't go right for you every day or you just in la la land like nothing ever goes wrong. No, that's totally not the issue here. The truth of the matter is that when you're a optimistic person, you are making a choice to view anything that happens to you as I can either learn from it or I can grow from it or I just choose to see the good in my situation. If you're a negative person, you'll constantly have negative thoughts. You'll constantly have negative results because you're choosing to be negative. Simple. In counseling, we have a tool that I use quite frequently and I love it. It's called the cognitive triangle. What the triangle does is it chooses people, whether you're an emotional or a logical type person, to understand how every reaction, how every thought, there's going to be a consequence, whether it's good or bad. The triangle is like this, and it's your emotions, your thoughts in the middle, your reaction, or uh, the behavior on the other side. And at the baseline, there's going to be a consequence, friends, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So I say all this to say we don't again have a choice sometimes in what happens to us. We don't have a choice sometimes on the thing that goes on, but we definitely have a choice on how we choose to view things. Philippians 4 8 through 9, I'm a scripture person, says, summing it up, our friends. I say you'll do best by filling your minds and meditating on things that are true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best, not the worst, the beautiful, not the ugly, things to praise, not things to curse. Put into practice what you've learned from me, what you heard and saw and realized. Do that, and God, who makes everything work together, will work you into his most excellent harmonies. So, friends, the thing is, we can choose to be negative about situations or we can choose to be positive. But in all things, it's going to result in how you view life. Um, I share a lot about my son Michael, and when we got the report before he was even born, um, it was a negative report, not a good one. His dad and I had a choice of a medical abortion because the things that they said that he would never do, they told us that he wouldn't walk, he wouldn't talk, he would pretty much be in a vegetable state. Um, he wouldn't accomplish much in life. Friends, if I would have chosen to accept that, if I would have chosen to take that report as something that I should have done, I would not be here today and I wouldn't have the many lessons that his life brought to me. Although my son was stillborn with medical issues, he walked, he talked, he was bad. Yeah, he did a lot of things. And although his life was still cut short, unfortunately, I have so many blessings and lessons from his life because I chose to believe the good report. I chose to believe what God told me about him is that he would be victorious and he would be an overcomer. I said all this to say this. Friends, what are you choosing to focus on today? Are you choosing to focus on the negative things that happen to you, the negative things that people say, the negative things that people do? Or are you choosing to look on the bright side of things? Are you choosing to look at the positive side of things, because your reaction, your thought, your mind has the power to change your life. Maybe not theirs, but they're not in control of you anyway. Think about that on today. You are what you think about, and you are what you choose to focus on. Have a blessed day, friends.